Hey everyone, welcome back to Resin Mess Express. I want to show you a couple things from yesterday that I did. Remember a little turtle I did in the chrome powders? I just added some little eyes and a mouth and then a little black one with the glitter. I don't like it. I'm going to take it off. I added that silver, not crazy about the look of it. So I'm just going to remove that and start over. But I'll show you the markers I used. And if you're looking for a good marker, inexpensive, I found these for like $9 maybe. They're the Art Deco 24 color pack dual tip acrylic marker pens. There's all of your colors with numbers on the top. And this is what they look like. And they worked really well. Can you see all those colors in there? Yeah, for a starter, if you need a good starter, I've got tons of markers. I'm just looking for something really good that will stay on. There's some I've used that don't stay on. So far, so good. I also used it on the little bee and the little flower out of the mold that I made. And it stayed on really well also. They're not perfect. I just did it real quick so I could show you. Anyway, on to today's project. I made up 12 ounces of 1:1 resin. We are going to make a little, sorry, I got something inside there. A little ghost with two different glow-in-the-dark glitters. By Dianca Pours, we have the pink sugar, Dianca Pours, Cloud 9. They are gorgeous glow-in-the-dark glitters. Love them. As you can tell, I've used probably half bottle, 3/4 of a bottle left. Okay, we're going to do that in the ghost. And then this is a little lantern, and I'll show you what I mean. I made 9 of these for my sister. She ordered 9 for Christmas. It's a screw-on top, like that. You can hang it up. You can drill a hole in the top. It has a spot. You can unscrew it, put a light down inside. She wanted clear with crushed crystal. Let me see if I can turn the light on and show you what it's going to look like. And then it changes colors. Isn't that pretty cool? And these lights come in a 10-pack and have the remote with it so that you can turn it off and on. Yeah, I say that now. I need to take the thing out of it so it'll work. Anyway, yeah, those are so pretty. She won 9 of them for Christmas. To turn it off, if you don't want to use the remote, twist it like that, and there you go. I made 3 of these for my mantle above my fireplace. So what we're going to do is what I was talking about yesterday. All of my deburring scraps, we're going to put down in here with a touch of the crushed crystal. So let's get started and see what kind of mess I can make. Speaking of messes, this morning I thought, you know what? I am going to go ahead and get my resin warmed up to save time for the video. So I set my cup over here. Pour part B, cup fell over. Part B still flowing out all over my workspace, all over my cup, all over my hands. Yeah, so much fun. Anyway, moving on. Our ghost, I did put some eyes in it. I don't know if you can see the eyes in there. I used the Bond Crafter UV resin hard type to attach them. And then I threw it into my Let's Resin double-sided UV light. Okay, let's get started here. I don't remember how much these hold. I don't think I made up enough, but we shall see. I don't want any glitters or anything in this big cup, so I'm just going to divide it the best that I can and go from there. Okay, let me get my little spatula here. Handy dandy spatula. Okay. Get this all put in here. If you hear some noises, my dog just went out the dog door. He's not feeling real hot today, poor baby. Okay. He will be, well, what is he? He's 10. He just turned 10 July. Sorry, I was thinking July 5th. He was born here upstairs at my home to Mommy and Daddy that I had. So yeah, he's my baby. One of my babies. I have another one, Samson. He is something else. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do our Deburring in here with crushed crystal. The glitters over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mix these glitters, pink and blue, together. Like so. I may add some glue. Let me grab the glue. Hold on. I don't use Elmer's. I use what I have. I've had this forever. Way before I ever started doing resin. It's just Create Basics all-purpose clear glue. I'm going to put, gosh, I don't know, 5 drops maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it works the same as Elmer's and was a lot cheaper if I remember correctly. Alright, let me get this stirred up. I want a longer stick. Here we go. Oops, about knocked it over. It's going to be one of those days. Okay, I'm just going to stir all this up real well. Get all that pretty glitter incorporated. Hopefully the glue will suspend it throughout our little ghosty. Hopefully the eyes will look good. We shall see. Okay. Let me get that cleaned off before all that glitter decides it wants to hang out on my stick. There we go. Now I'm just going to pour it. Make sure I don't knock the eyes off. I'm not going to squeeze it because of the eyes, actually. I thought about squeezing it, but nah, probably not a good idea. I don't need eyes floating everywhere. I will squeeze his little ghosty hands just to make sure. One nice thing about this mold, there's not a lot of crevices down in there to have to worry about it. Perfect amount. Look at that, with just a tinge left over. Good deal. All right, get a quick spritz. Once it settles, I'll probably add more. Okay, for this one, I may add our crushed crystal. I'm just going to use the same stick. I don't want very much. About that much is all that I want in that cup. Doesn't look like much, but trust me. Okay, now I'm going to take, which I keep everything in my medicine containers. That way you don't have to go and buy a bunch of bottles and such. Anyway, here is what I have used, or what I've used. Sorry, I was thinking. My Deburring things that I have cut off the bottom. of my projects. So let me get that down in there real quick. This way, if I use clear, and I'm just going to put all in there. I'll have more, I guarantee it. If I use clear, a little bit of crushed crystal, and this Deburring scraps, you will be able to see a light through it when we're done. And I will show you that. Okay, I'm just going to get incorporated here. I'm not going to use any glue in this one whatsoever. Okay. I do prop up this mold because it's not level. Probably because I've used it so many times. Okay, now this one, I'm just going to pour and stop because, get down in there. Come on, you can do it. I am going to go and pinch the top part right here, just to make sure there's no bubbles hanging out down in there. There's one that came up right there. Okay, continuing on, get down in there. Come on, I don't want, there we go. All right, now I need to get a little dotting tool, and I'll show you why here in a second. Come on. I'm not too concerned if some of this deburring stuff doesn't go in there, and I'll show you why here in a minute. Oops, that knocked over Ghosty Boy. There are ridges that go along this screw on top that bubbles like to hang out in. So if I go around those, and I don't want any of those burring scraps to hinder the ability for it to be screwed into the top of our lantern, lamp, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I'm not too concerned if a lot don't go in there. I'm okay with that. Okay, have it domed. We're going to stop on to the big one. Look at all those clumpies. Look at all that coming out. Oh my word. Come on. Come on. I'm just going to take my finger and kind of pull it in there. And then I will push it around where I'd like to have it. See if we can get some on every side here. Okay. Now I'm going to stop and squeeze the ridges along the base of it. You have the same type of I don't know what you call it, where it screws into. You don't want any bubbles in it either. You may get some, but it shouldn't hinder the ability to be able to screw it in and it work. Okay. I might go ahead and add this little bit of glitter that I have sitting over here on the bottom. I don't think it's going to hurt much because there's not that much in here, but it will help fill up our project. And you should still be able to see through the lantern even with that glitter. Let me get that down in there. Okay. Get this cleaned out real well. Like so. Okay. See a piece on the back. Alright. See, I mean, we just have barely any, so I'm just going to go ahead and spread it on the very bottom, if possible. It may sink, I don't know. If it does, it's, like I said, it's not going to be enough to really matter. I just want to make sure it's filled up enough. It doesn't have to be completely full for me. I'm okay with that. as long as it has, you know, a base to cover that right here, the bottom, we're good. And it looks like it does. So I'm just going to leave it at that, call it a day, not make up any more resin, use what I have. And even if it falls, it may fall just right there on top of that round spot too, is what I'm kind of hoping. But we'll see. We shall see. Alright. Okay guys, that's all I have for the moment. Let me spritz everything here. I will clean up. Uh-oh, we're running over because I spritzed it with alcohol. Hold that thought. Oh yeah, nice job. As I spill it down the other side. Nice job. Alright. It is what it is at the moment. Anyway, I will clean up and I will bring you guys back on demold. I'll see you shortly. Hey all, welcome back. These are ready to demold. I'm going to take them out. I went ahead and kind of cleaned up around the edges a little bit. Except for right there. Okay. We're going to start with our ghosty. Wow, it sunk even though I added glue to it. I'll show you here in a second. Let me get loosened up. Well, okay. Very easy to unmold, actually. This is a little ghosty from Let's Resin. Oh, his eyes stayed beautiful. Look at the little ghosty. See his eyes? How cute. How cute. They're too small for the hole, but you know what? That's okay. I'm okay with that. I may fill it in with black. I don't know. May leave it. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of the glitter did drop to his little head. Blue, it looks like, dropped. But I'm okay with that. All right, let's check out our deburring. Well, I didn't clean that very good either. Good grief. Let's check out our deburring scrap thing here. Let's get this out. I'll show you how it goes together. We'll throw a light in it so you can see it. That ghost, I don't think I'm going to add black around his eyes. I think I'm going to leave him just as is. Okay, get this out. Get our little top out here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? We got one piece of road glitter in there. But that's okay. See our little scraps in there? Cute, cute. Oops, oops. Hold on, I gotta find it. Oh, I'm so tired of dropping stuff. Anyway, next one. Get it kind of pulled down here. Like I said, I didn't fill this one all the way up, but as long as the inside, oh yeah, we got probably 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 of an inch thick left, so it won't fall out. I'll show you what I mean. See down in the bottom there, we still have a nice base, even though it's not filled up. Okay, let's see what we have. Look at that. Some of the glitter did fall, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Can you see all those deburring scraps in there? That is so stinking cool. It just makes for a very unique piece. And you don't waste resin. Okay, let me get the light. Let's see here. I don't know why I put it up, but I did. Hold on, guys. I'm trying. Oops. I was going to show you too. These little lights here. To turn them on without the remote, you just twist it. Like that. Oh, that's the one that's screwy. You have to get it just right. Let's get a different one. Let me make sure. Yeah, that one. You just twist it. Like, well, see what I mean about dropping? Good gravy. Oh, it gets old. Okay. We're going to drop it in here. I'm not going to leave this together because it's still warm. I don't want it to stick together. Twists on fine. And there you have your, let me turn this light off. You have your pretty little lantern here. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay, let me take that out and turn that off, and we'll light up our ghost here. Okay, let me get my UV light on him a little bit so you can see. And there we go. Can you see that glow? Isn't that cool? So cool. But anyway, there we go. That is our video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will probably do maybe something Christmassy tomorrow. We'll see. But anyway, if you like the video, I would love to have you just follow me. If you could subscribe, that would be wonderful. Just remember to stay true to yourself, be you, and you are worth it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.